on the program. It's a racy, pacey, action-packed World of Sports. Let's bring the guys that will be talking with us tonight on the program. Olawale Adigun joins us. Olawale, good to have you on the program.
Yeah, great to be here once again, and hope you've had a fantastic day.
So it is with this fast-moving World of Sports.
Of course, it never waits for you.
I know.
It never waits for you. Just when you think that everything is coming to a close for the week, there's plenty of football coming through, next week, and the Super Eagles also have gone us talking with the list, and a whole lot. Even from the MPFL, we are getting in the mood for match day 37.
Wow,
great to be here.
Look at that. What a way to get into the program. My colleague Yemi Adebayo also joins us. Yemi, good to have you on the show.
It was a pleasure hosting. When we take a trip in the amazing world of sports, there's always a lot to talk about, and we're excited. We're here to X-ray the Super Eagles coach.
I know
the list.
No mercy.
That's the word on the street. Everyone is talking. But like we said, whatever you do, get us that ticket. That's right. Just get us that ticket. That's what I don't care how you play.
No excuses.
Just get us that ticket.
No excuses. That's it with football fans in Nigeria. Yemi has just set the tone of the guys out there. They love their football. Nigerian football fans cannot think about it that after missing out of the Cup of Nations, that some way something will just go wrong and the team will not be in Russia. No. They'll wake up from that sleep. It's not going to happen. Let's get on with the show now. Guys, let's talk about supporting sports and development. Yeah, I'll come to you. The federal government says schools are critical to development of sports in the country. And we keep saying it, for us to get it right with our sports, we need to go back to the schools, but you need to empower them.
Yeah, we need to correct the mistakes we've made in the past. Playing and learning go hand in hand. If you isolate it, you get half baked. There are some things you learn while you play. So you get into each other. It's so sad that you have schools now that don't have playgrounds. You have schools that don't have sports equipment and all that. And I think that's some of the wrongs that are being corrected with what you just talked about. The federal government seeing how powerful, we keep talking about the power of sports, looking at it, seeing what can be done.
That's right.
Giving some of these equipments, to schools. And the key thing here is that it's being given for free. And, right. The representatives of the government are saying, look, don't take away this equipment. We're giving all the schools, we're distributing it. Wow. It's free. Allow these kids access to these things. Let them use it. Let them get, I remember an incident, let me just quickly throw this in. Secondary school I attended, we were going to play against another school, and suddenly they changed the ball. And all the best players in my school started messing up.
They don't play with that ball.
Because they haven't, God. And that's why equipments are very sporting equipment. If you say you love cricket, okay, what are the equipments that you use? Help a child to familiarize and fall in love with that equipment, and before you know it, in years down the line, it might just be the best sportsman in the world.
The federal government has distributed sports and equipment to about 46 primary schools in Lagos. For me, the key word there that makes me smile is primary schools. That's the basic.
Yeah, that's going back to the grassroots.
That's right.
That's where it has to start for us. I know that we used to have Youth Fund way back then that used to take care of grassroots.
That's right.
It looks like the federal government have taken the charge themselves. And hey, they also know fully well that we didn't do well at the Olympics. And this is just a reaction to that one. I don't know if they've taken that into consideration, but that has to be a factor. Because we can start laying the building blocks for doing well at the Olympics like 2024, 2028. We think it's far, but just in a blink of an eye, it's here, and this is where it starts from. So it's a good development, but I hope that there can be consistency in this. We've applauded this one, but it doesn't stop here. That's what I think the government should also know. It doesn't stop here. It has to be very, very continuous.
I totally agree with you. Abu Gumel is the president of the Nigeria Olympic Committee. He's saying that this is what we need to do to develop sports in the country. Let's listen to him and I'll come back. We'll talk some more. Don't go anywhere. Stay.
Young children that arrive here today that are going to benefit will be the future Olympians. They are the ones that will be attending the Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games, All African Games, and even the National Sports Festival. So it is an important program because, as you know, the current athletes, they're aging. After some time, they will be on their way out. So naturally, you have to develop from the grassroots so I can bring them up. So this thing we're doing is a collaboration with this federal government exercise with the state government, local government, and so on. Because the local government and the state government too, they have to do their own side. I know some schools may not have the facilities to use some of this equipment. I want to appeal to the state government and to local government to please help the primary school in providing some of the facilities so that they can use this equipment while distributing effectively. And I want to again appeal to the headmasters and the game masters to ensure the good safekeeping of this item and the utilization of this item so that nobody should take this item to the market. They are not for sale. They are meant for the primary school, for the people that are there, so that they can grow up in a better way, so that they can develop in a proper manner in the sports environment, so that they can make this country proud in future. So we have a monitoring team. We have our MIE, monitoring evaluation team from each zonal office that will be visiting the schools on quarterly basis to ensure the items are there and they are being utilized. And in case they are able to get anybody trying to divert the item or is already diverted, they will hand over that person to the police because we are in collaboration with the security agencies.
Abugumel, President, Nigeria Olympic Committee, are emphasizing the need to support sports at the grassroots level. Yemi, I'll just talk about this briefly. You mentioned something very important, that the local government needs to be involved.
Yeah, I think that was something that was done in Lagos. I don't know if you continue with it. Every local government, you have something like a sports center. You have a lot of equipment. I don't know if it's still functioning now, but a year or so ago, we used to have it. And also, this is good. You know, they have to be custodians. You have to ensure that, you know, that there's development. And for me, that's key. All of these things, like what I said, don't stop with Lagos. You know, spread the love and be consistent with it. It shouldn't be a one-off. Yeah. Ensure that these things continue. And you know, I like, for instance, I remember seeing the Dubois brothers from Holland. I was at 5. You know, they're used to all the Adidas boots, all the kind of things, the balls and everything, because some guys decided to invest in young kids.
That's right.
And, you know, ultimately, the club benefited, the country benefited as well. So this kind of initiative, we need to have more, but more importantly, we need to harness the potentials. You know, it doesn't stop there. We need to get other people involved. And, you know, if we start doing these little drops, tiny drops, make an ocean. If you start doing all of these things, the ripple effect will come up in the future. And I think the government should not be afraid of when they tell you that you need 20 million before you can do this, before this one wins gold medal. If you start with things like this, don't think about, oh, you know, it's not as if you just throw money at somebody and they win gold. All these little efforts here and there will ensure it matters and it will materialize. And all of this, don't start talking about Tokyo. We need to
I said 2024. You ask yourself, when was the last time I went to the Olympics or a World Championship with probably a 17-year-old? We see that it happens everywhere. The United States came with Simone Biles, who is, I think, 17 or 16. You know, we also need to start doing that. Necessarily, they don't have to go there and win medals, but the experience the exposure is fantastic. So nothing stops us.
Played against Oshona.
Yeah, so that shouldn't stop us from also taking 17, 18-year-olds to the Olympics or major competitions, and it starts from here. A kid who is 7 years old right now, in 2024, if you do the math, is closing on 17 or 18. So what they've done right now has to be very consistent. I don't want to sound too critical here, but also I'm asking myself, why Lagos? Lagos itself has done a whole lot for itself for sports.
That's right.
Spread your tentacles outside of Lagos. I know Lagos will take care of itself. We have swimming classics. We have the National Table Tennis Championships that will start very soon in Lagos. Lagos knows how to take care of itself.
That's right.
You know, so spread it somewhere else where we can have, you know, we can have a dragnet of talents nationwide. You know, and it will be better for Nigeria. Will be the better for it.
This morning we told you that it's heartwarming that the House of Representatives has decided to come together to donate 18 million naira for the Paralympians. We love it so much because those guys give Nigeria a good representation. And while they were doing that, the Imo state government was saying, wait a minute, we have some state-born athletes that did so well at the Olympics. Josephine Orji went there, smashed her own record, and Yemi, the state government got together today and also honor these athletes. I love this.
I mean, that's what you should do. If you consider that Russia, that the athletes didn't even go to the Paralympics, they had their own alternate version. You're hearing that gold medalists are winning $60-something thousand. that rewards, and this is good. It's heartwarming. These people, we're giving them a sense of belonging, and we are showing others that are in this position that is not all over. You can still be of service to your fatherland, and when you render that service, we will show you our appreciation. It's not all about money. Well, money answers all things, but it's not all about money. The recognition. This moment, I'm very sure these guys will take pictures. They will show their children, their children's children. Met with governor. So. If not for sports, they probably wouldn't be here together.
The smiles
and it's really heartwarming. And from the very top, from the center, I'm hoping we'll get to have this maybe when the president returns. We need
more
to have, in this time of recession, I know, but we still need to give those guys that reception that they deserve.
Governor Rochas Okorocha gave each of the athletes, 4 of them, 1 million naira each, a plot of land, and brand new cars. I'll say that again. The Imo State Governor gave each of the athletes 1 million naira each, a plot of land, and a brand new car. The coaches were not left out. The coaches and assistant coaches also got brand new cars. Not in 1 minute. This is just sweet.
Of course. I was really happy. I just got that news a few minutes before I came into the studio. I only knew about the 50,000 I contributed by the House of Rep members, which also has to be commended. They are not obligated to do it anyway. So if they've done that in their own right, it's your own problem if you think it could have been more, it could have been less, but they've done something. Here's my problem in here. Probably I have lots of problems with a whole lot of things here. But hey, we need a reward system.
Exactly.
See, so when you do something, we know this is what you are supposed to get.
We'll stay with the reward system. We'll come back to the reward system. We'll go on a quick break, listen to Governor Rochas Okorocha of Imo State, and then the reward system discussion will continue. Don't go anywhere. Stay.
We want the government to help us anytime we write an assistant to them, more especially in a financial aspect, that will enable us to be there. They have to look into it and they grant it immediately for us. That's the best thing they can do for us.
What he did to our sister of Eurovision, that was 2012. Despite the fact that I had shoulder injury, that motivated me even to be the world champion in my category. I cannot say I did sports without going to Paralympics. And today here I am. I've gone to Paralympics. Not only going to Paralympics, I won a gold medal. Not only winning gold medal, I break my previous record twice before I reach 160 kg, the new world record.
Thank you.